How to soothe yourself when life gets overwhelming. What do you do when things go wrong? If something isn't currently wrong in your life now, it will be at some time. This is the reality of life. And we are not immune to its tragedies or even the pummeling around by our own moods and emotions. Knowing how to soothe yourself drastically grows self-trust. It lets you know that whatever arises, you can deal with it. It may not always look pretty or happen immediately, but it will not pound you into the ground and crush you. Soothing yourself is an easy skill, but it must be practiced. Otherwise, it will not be quick or as effective. When you are proficient in self-soothing practices, it literally switches off the flight, fight or freeze reaction. This is the response in your brain that produces cognitive and physiological changes. A racing heart, limited thinking, tension in the muscles, sweating hands. Sleeplessness, restlessness and if not checked, panic, anxiety, and depression. A self-soothing practice brings you to a different level and quality of brain function. You can see the situation with distance and cope with the challenges far more productively. The secret is, you must trust yourself that switching to soothe is possible. And here is how you do that. Number 1. Recognize the symptoms of panic, anxiety or fear as they arise. You will feel them in your body first. Number 2. Know that you are capable of switching to soothe mode. Number 3. Tell yourself as often as you need to, I can deal with this, I am willing and capable. This powerful message will affect you physically as well as emotionally. It doesn't matter that you don't yet know how you are going to deal with the situation. What matters is that you are going to deal with the challenge. While you are telling yourself you are capable, you aren't able to ruminate about how awful, helpless, frightening or disappointing the situation is. You are focusing your mind on knowing you can deal with the challenge. Number 4. Write down what the issue is on a piece of paper. Describe it in as few words as possible. This makes space in your mind. It also gives you distance. Number 5. Ask yourself, does this need my attention immediately? It is good to remember that often when you are panicking, you are at your least creative and effective when it comes to problem solving. If the matter isn't life or death or is still going to be hideous in a week, switch your attention to something else. It will have to be more stimulating than watching TV. Get some physical distance from what's worrying you. Do something that is physically demanding. Digging in your garden, going for a hike, walking briskly, or swimming. You won't take the problem with you if you tell yourself you are in the process of dealing with it. The activity is less important than the act of changing your environment along with your thoughts and feelings. If you must deal with the problem straight away, physically move your body. Change your body posture from victim mode, slouched and rounded shoulders, to problem solver. Sit up straight. Breathe deeply into the belly. Put your shoulders back. Lengthen your neck and take your eyes off the floor. Slow your talking down. Your mind will immediately benefit. Take your time. Focus on calming yourself first, and then dealing with the issues or problem. Number 6. If your mind keeps taking you back to the same issue, just repeat the same steps. I can deal with this. Writing down the problem. Switching your attention or doing something physically demanding. Calming your mind and readjusting your body posture. Don't get worried if you need to do this a few times. Boredom with repeating the same steps can be helpful. But what if your feeling is a genuine emotion like sadness? Let yourself feel the emotion without any panic or self-blame. Listen for self-talk like, I shouldn't be feeling this. Or, I will always feel like this. Even if you are thrown by a genuine tragedy. The individual stages of grief, such as rage and disbelief, will always eventually pass. Most of the time, we end up panicking about things that fall short of being tragic. It can be incredibly soothing to acknowledge this fact alone. Number 7. When you are feeling less distraught, look at your piece of paper again. Do you see the problem or issue differently now? If so, write it out again with the changes. Number 8. Now ask yourself, who is the wisest, brightest and kindest person I know? You don't need to know them personally. Once you have identified who that person is, Ask yourself, how would they deal with this? Don't underestimate the power of your own imagination. It's your imagination as much as the events themselves that have produced those dominant symptoms of anxiety and panic. Harness that imagination to support you in seeing where your power lies and what needs to be done. Write down what you imagine their answer would be. The insights you are looking for will be helpful, kind, supportive, and manageable. Understand that some problems are not going to be solved, even in the long term. They may just have to be outlived. Recognizing the truth of that can also be soothing. Also notice how severe a problem looks and feels. When you are hungry, exhausted, overwhelmed, or already stressed from other challenges. Use your panic, fear, or anxiety as a red flag to pay more attention to your life as a whole. Then get your journal out and start writing. What do I need to do to be able to support myself through this? What would help me physically and emotionally to deal with this stress? Who could I talk to about this? Have I got through challenges like this before? What did I do? What worked, and what didn't work so well? Remind yourself that whatever is happening is not all of who you are. Nor will it be like this forever. How about you? What is your thought about this? Please leave us a comment and join the conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe to watch another exciting videos like. Thank you for watching.